Happy Friday, everybody. It is May 29th, and we are so glad you are joining us today on Houston Life. Courtney's still doing her last looks, fixing her hair. The good news is the weekend's upon us. The maybe not so great news is our show might get interrupted. We understand that there will be a press conference happening shortly in Washington, D.C. We will bring it to you live when that does happen. So, Courtney, you know, if we have to just suddenly jump out of our exciting conversation, at least we're giving our viewers fair warning, right?
We are letting them know they are well informed, and just an explainer, you know, I had like a stray hair happening. I was fixing my wig, and then I had a stray hair and it was in my eye, so I don't know. You know, with this delay, I never know when I'm up and when I'm not up, so it's just kind of a gamble, you know?
Did you just like admit to our viewers that you have been wearing a wig this entire time? Is that really what's happening?
Yeah.
Do you remember? I think it was first grade, and my friend Cassie Wageman and her brother, her twin brother Chris, they had me convinced that they were both wearing wigs, and they were doing that same thing. I know, I was.
Oh, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Gift that keeps on giving.
I know.
So,
you know, I'm going to start a rumor again.
What?
Because everybody thinks, you know, my hair is extensions. Remember that some lady told me I needed to get rid of my extensions, and I was like, well, I'm sorry, but they're not.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. People oftentimes accuse me of having hair extensions as well. They just can't believe that this is real. Hard to believe it's so long, right? We did a little home haircut action. So are congratulations in order for you, Courtney, right now? Was today your official last day as a school teacher, a homeschool teacher?
Yes, yes, this is it. No more. Today is the last day of school. I know, right? Thank you. Thank you so much.
I hope you won Teacher of the Year.
I'm honored.
She's pretty, but she's mean.
I'm still waiting for my gifts, the end of year gifts from my students, you know, cards and hugs. I don't get any of that.
Gifts from your gifts with a T. I thought you meant gifts like GIFs from your students.
Oh,
you know
no,
those
gifts.
looping videos?
Gifts.
I mean, it is 2020. Kids are just giving out the gifts these days. Well, I hope you get them, Courtney.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope I get a letter about, you know, how much the school year meant to them, you know, how great of a teacher I am, you know, how much they're going to miss me over the summer. I hope that's going to happen, you know, because they really did make an incredible impact on me in the classroom.
That is great, and those very large class sizes. So it's got to be a little bit strange for so many young people here in Houston, because I know today really, even though people finished school, many of them, many districts a few days ago, right? Today is the official end of the school year for most students in our area, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is, yeah. And of course, graduations and things, but I know like elementary school and, you know, this is the day for those fifth graders that would have been the last day. They call it kind of the moving on ceremony for the fifth graders going into middle school. And, you know, this is always a big day, I think, for parents and caregivers to see sort of like mark the milestone, the last day of school, to see how your kids changed over the course of the school year, because of course on the first day, you know, it's the feed in your social media, that's all you see are the first day of school pictures. So, you know, I had to honor the day today, of course, with the last day of school. And what better way to do that than to add in the accessory of the season, and that is, you know, the kids wearing their masks.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And look at that, even within the last year, the last 9 months. It's amazing. Connor is definitely, I mean, kids grow so fast, but he looks older, even with the mask on the right side of the screen.
I know. Yeah, they've changed a lot. He is officially taller than me. Not hard to do when your mom's, you know, barely 5 feet. Good hair, 5'1". But look at AJ. I mean, you can't really see because he doesn't have teeth in that first day of school picture.
Yeah.
But, you know, don't really know what's going on behind the mask, but yeah, I know.
I think that's great. I think it's really great. And we would love to see from our viewers the first day of school, the last day of school. I know a lot of parents and grandparents and uncles and aunts, any caregiver with a young person in school, People have been making these funny comparisons, saying that now, after the last couple months of homeschooling, the kids are not wearing shoes anymore and their hair is out of control, or maybe the home haircut has, gone awry. So please send us your first and last day school pictures, and even just let us know how you're celebrating the official end of the school year and maybe the end of your parent homeschooling scenario that a lot of people have been faced with.
I know. I think there's going to be a lot of celebrations for the parents. I know a lot of parents are like, in this last week or so, maybe even a little longer, parents are saying, we're over it. We are so over it. Because I as I've said this before, and I know that you have too, Derek, we have all have a new appreciation for the amount of work our teachers and administrators do. When we leave them in your hands for 8 hours, we go on upon our day and pick them up. How was your day? Amazing. But we don't realize what they go through on a daily basis until, I think, this pandemic. And I have such an appreciation, and I can't wait to meet my kids' teachers next year.
Yeah, well, they're nicely said. It is so true. Being a teacher is such a hard job. I have so many friends who are teachers, and, from the fact that they spend so much of their own money on supplies for the classrooms and things like that, it's a well-deserved break. One of our friends, Kevin, is just finishing his tidying up the classroom, and he's finally done for the end of the season. So he's going to be going home and seeing his family for a little while. So we're glad that's happening. You mentioned something, Courtney, that I hadn't heard. So many schools I know are offering these free courses online, but is it true Harvard is offering free online summer school courses?
Yes, this is so incredible. If you've always wanted a chance to go to Harvard, and, I would never get in. So this is my chance to say, if they're going to let me take a free class, they're going to let anybody do it, right? That's the key here, is that's a whole nother topic for another day. You know how I am with testing. I don't do well with that. But there's like 100 courses that you can do online, and everything from, women making history, to the art of persuasive writing and speaking, to even like food, the chemistry of like a foodie class.
Guys, we're going to actually cut you off. We're going to NBC News in Washington for the special report. Well, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us during that NBC News special report about the death of George Floyd. We will probably at some point in this hour go back to Washington for some presidential remarks. But in the meantime, welcome back to Houston Life. And Courtney, we're talking about how to keep your kids busy this summer.
Yeah, as we know, school is out, which means parents and caretakers are going to have to get a little bit of creative here to keep our kids entertained during this new social distancing summer.
A whole new world, right? And it might seem like a difficult task, but it can be done. Amanda Serena, contributor at Mommy Nearest, is joining us now with 6 ideas for a fun summer with the kids. Amanda, it's nice to see you there at home. And let's just jump right in. What's your first tip for us?
So my first tip is, a lot of camps aren't happening in person this summer, so you're looking for something to do. And Kid Pass actually has launched some national camps, which is great because they're ages 2 to 18, so you can get a lot of wide range of kids in there. And then there you can take like a theater class from somebody in New York. And if you've got cousins or friends across the country, you can join those classes as well. And so maybe you can still hang out with your cousins who are in California, but you're taking a class from an instructor in New York.
That is awesome. I also, for that one too, prices are going to range per camp, so you need to keep an eye out for that. But escape rooms are really popular. And talk to us about Locktopia. This is brand new to West U?
Yeah, so Locktopia is near West U, and it's brand new. But escape rooms are great, and I've them as an adult, but so many of the themes are, crime scene specific. So this one is actually geared a little bit more for kids, ages kind of 9 and up. One is a wizard themed spellcaster, and the other one is kind of a steampunk theme where you're trying to get an anecdote for a time traveling scientist. And what's great about this particular one is they've got a ton of COVID measures in place so that you have all the sanitation happening between the games, and they're all private. private. So whoever's coming with you is the only people who are playing the game with you.
Oh, very nice. Escape rooms are a whole lot of fun. Something that I think is really great that we're finally seeing a throwback of these days. A lot of us grew up not even knowing what a drive-in movie was, even though our parents and grandparents, that was the thing back in the day. And it turns out, Amanda, it's a thing once again.
Yes. So Sawyer Yard's Rooftop Cinema has turned it into a drive-in. And, you know, this is excellent for social distancing because you're all in your own cars, again, with whoever you came with. They are selling snacks and some contactless deliveries there, or not the contactless payment, but not necessarily delivery. But you can also bring your own snacks with you, which is great.
I love it. We also have tickets for Sawyer Yard, so I'm very excited about that. My kids are very confused, though. We're going to be in the car and watch a movie. I'm like, just wait. You'll understand once we get there. One of our other favorite places to go, of course, Derek, I know you love it too, Levy Park. And this is great stuff because I'm glad that they even have basically demand activities that they're wanting to get out.
Right. So Levy Park is known for such great programming like Zoom classes and story times and crafts and all that. They've just taken that and moved it online. So you can do it live with them. If you check their Facebook page and their YouTube channel, they sometimes have it live. But if you miss it and you just need an activity, it's on demand on their website as well.
Very nice. And Amanda, something that I think many Houstonians, even if they are natives, might not think of because we don't really have mountains here. We don't often think of hiking around Houston, but there's some fantastic hiking and biking trails.
Exactly. So there is more than 50 trails around Houston, actually. But, you know, when I immediately think of where to go with our family, I think of the Arboretum, and then I also think of Buffalo Bayou Park. And so both of those places have plenty of ways to spread out with social distancing. And then Buffalo Bayou Park actually has their kayak rentals and their bike rentals, and their private pontoon boats are all opening up again June 1st. So lots of fun
Oh, my
there.
gosh. And you know what? There's more than... Yeah, tons of fun, more than 50 different trails around the city. And so this is something to get out. Everybody needs to go do this because it's a great way to get exercise and just be outside. The other thing that I think is really great, and we talked about this a little bit ago, the Lone Star Flight Museum, they are open, they're ready for visitors, and it's a great place in our city.
Yeah, I mean, and they're the ones to thank for our wonderful flyover that we had a couple of weeks ago on Mother's Day. And so they're back open. They opened on Memorial Day. It's a big place, so there's lots of places spread out, and then they're doing a lot of social distancing things. None of the touchscreens are going to be open. They've got stickers all over the floor. They are requiring masks for anyone 10 and over. But what they're also doing, which I love, is that they know that lots of people have been financially impacted. So in May, so a couple more days, it's a pay what you can when you go in. And then after that, starting in June, they do have discounted prices off their regular, and their memberships are $25 off their regular memberships to help you, you know, might want to do something, but a little strapped for cash right now.
That is fantastic. And I know we've mentioned it before on the show, Amanda, but Mommy Nearest really is such a fantastic resource for so many parents out there. It's a free app. You can download it on iPhone or Android. And this essentially highlights the family-friendly activities in and around the Houston area, right?
Exactly. So we try to provide content with things to do, stuff like this, especially topical, you know, socially distant options, or there's a lot right now with Kid Pass and their online classes, as well as just things to keep us, you know, sane during this time while we're all together and apart and together and apart.
And you have an incredible library. Sometimes you just need something new to look at to trigger that memory of all the great things happening in our city. Amanda Serena, thanks so much for joining us today, of course, with Mommy Nearest. She's a contributor. And visit our website. Click on the Scene on Houston Life section of our website. Great to see you, Amanda.
And
Thank
we
you
will
so
be
much.
right back. Thanks, Amanda. Coronavirus continues to spread fear and financial uncertainty in many people's lives. So on this Finance Friday, certified financial planner and president of Shakiba Capital, Trevor Shakiba, is sharing financial moves you can make now to put yourself in the best financial position. Trevor, welcome to the show. It is great to see you. And we're going to start with something that a lot of people may be considering. with the information that they can now draw from their retirement plans, potentially without a penalty, some people might be considering cashing in. You say use caution.
Yeah, use caution and frankly, don't do anything out of fear. That's my first tip, is you don't want to make decisions, especially investment decisions, based on emotion. I put this one first, Derek, because we talked about this a couple weeks ago, that you could access your retirement accounts without that 10% penalty. I actually had a number of viewers reach out to me, and they had already done that. And so that is not what you want to do unless you have to, right? Just because there's no penalty doesn't necessarily mean, hey, go do it right now. And obviously the market's recovered quite a bit, even though it's down substantially today. So that can have significant disadvantages when you make decisions, really any decision based on emotion.
Right, so you're saying don't draw from your retirement just because you can, because essentially while the market is down, if you're pulling that money out, you're missing out on the chance for the market to recover and for that money to grow back to where it was before that fall.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. When you take it out, it's no longer invested. And remember, not only are you not going to see hopefully the recovery, but you're not getting dividends either for those funds that you have that are in equity. So be careful with that.
Okay, let's talk about historically low interest rates right now. For homeowners out there, they may be considering refinancing. I know that rates are low. You see the advertisements everywhere. What's a good rule of thumb? Because typically when you refinance a home, there are closing costs involved and other fees. But you're saying that there is a good rule of thumb for how good of a rate you can get. What is that?
Yeah, so the point here is that because we have historically low interest rates, refinancing is a great strategy. With the house that you were mentioning, that's probably the first place to look. General rule of thumb is if you can decrease it by 1% or more. So if your interest rate right now is 4.5% or higher, certainly 5% or more, you should be looking at that and getting a multitude of different companies to compete. Banks is kind of what I'm talking about there. You might even be able to take it from a 30-year to a 15-year and pay way more against the principal, which is the whole point. Also, don't forget about auto loans and student loans. You might be able to consolidate, get a better interest rate. Not a one-size-fits-all, but here's one of those things you can do now that'll really put you in a better situation.
Yeah, it's amazing. I know a lot of people who have done a refinance and they've shaved off hundreds of dollars on their payment every month. Let's talk about something you have mentioned on the show before. If someone has a little extra cash right now, you're cautioning us now is not the time to really start aggressively paying down things like credit cards or other debts. You say, hold on to that cash, sock it away, because saving for a rainy day is critically important.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I never would have recommended this before, but this is an unprecedented time. So cash flow, cash is king. What I'm recommending here is just pay the minimum, at least until certainty returns, especially for those folks in Houston, right, where we've been following energy and the price of oil. So I really want to put that out there. Just pay the minimum. Don't pay extra on your house or on your car. And then hopefully in 3 months or 6 months, you can return to doing that. But for now, really increase your emergency fund. Make sure you've got good cash flow.
What about folks, Trevor, who have considered stopping their 401k or retirement contributions or even savings contributions right now? Is that a good idea? Do you recommend that?
Again, kind of as a last resort, it's something I would consider. If you do not have a cash reserve right now and you know your job is it's not for sure that it's going to be there or there's some instability, you may consider this. So what I'm advocating is lower your 401k, maybe just to the match. Still try to get that match. Or if it's a desperate situation, yeah, you need to stop those contributions. And again, just put everything to cash so you have great liquidity moving forward.
Let's say someone, Trevor, is not worried about job stability. Is it a bad idea for them just to continue putting in their, like, let's say someone's putting in 10% of their paycheck into their 401k. If they feel like the coast is clear, I mean, it's a little unsettling given what we've seen happening in the market over the last month to just keep pumping money into a fund that has dropped.
Yeah, well, it's actually, that's a fantastic thing to do, and one of the best ways you can take advantage of this volatility. What you're talking about is just kind of staying the course, dollar cost averaging, continuing what you were doing. And when the market's down like this, I know it's certainly unsettling, but this is when you're taking advantage, and where, all of the professional investors like Warren Buffett would say, you want to be greedy when others are fearful. This is one of those times that you can buy things on sale, and when that recovery eventually happens, really see significant appreciation within your investment accounts.
Huge opportunity for growth. Trevor, we're tight on time, but very quickly, now you say is a great time to just downsize everything, your house, your car, what else?
Yeah, look, unprecedented times again. So you may start renting. You might downsize your Class A apartment down to a Class B. If you're paying $1,500, $1,800 a month, maybe you can get that to $1,200 a month. And finally, I always like this one, Derek. Hey, sell some of your junk. Increase your reserve and liquidity. Things will be better on the other side, but how can we get there in the best way possible?
Yeah, sell some junk, maybe sell your expensive home and go for a move. Trevor, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for your sound advice. We appreciate it on this Finance Friday. Trevor's on the desk, or I'm sorry, Tex is on the desk, saying hi to you through the screen. As always, you can connect with Trevor by visiting ShakivaCapital.com.